The Power Hour with John Lee.
That's where, and around this time, he was telling everybody that he was an intelligence agent, meaning that he worked for the CIA or one of these enterprises. And that's where, at that time, around that time, he was friends with Mr. Donald Trump. Fabian, can you play the video for us, please?
Really? Come on in, go inside.
An invitation into Donald Trump's world. Footage from 1992 found in the NBC archives shows the future president welcoming Jeffrey Epstein to his Mar-a-Lago estate. The get-together more than a decade before Epstein pleaded guilty to prostitution charges in Florida. Both men are seen enjoying themselves, Trump pointing out women dancing in front of them. An apparently friendly encounter with a man the president is now looking to distance himself from.
Well, I knew him like everybody in Palm Beach knew him. I had a falling out with him a long time ago. I don't think I've spoken to him for 15 years. I wasn't a fan.
Epstein, who has pleaded not guilty to...
Yeah, so what do you think of that?
Very Trumpy thing, eh?
Yeah, Trumpy magic. So,
Trumpy magic.
What kind of reputation does Donald Trump have with women and the female population?
Yeah, maybe not the best one, yeah? According to this video, you remember when he's thinking that nobody's listening? But
I mean, there was an audio.
Yeah, well, he has a micro, and he doesn't realize.
Yeah.
And he's talking about how he grabbed girls in a very strange and direct way. Yeah, he's a misogynist. How you say that?
Misogynist.
Misogynist, I think so. And I don't know, from my perspective, from outside, like with a lot of disorders, mental disorders, I mean, we are free here to talk, right?
You're giving your opinion.
Yeah, so it doesn't sound to me like someone very respectful with women.
No, I wouldn't say that he's respectful with women. Yeah. I think he's quite famous for being a misogynist. I think he's made it quite clear that he was. And why anybody would be surprised about that, I have no idea. The guy was the world's most famous playboy for 40 years before he became president.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. He's not. He's trying to or pretending to, to cover all this. No, he looks like being very comfortable in his attitude.
Yeah, he was married 3 times. He had affairs. He was public about it. He never denied it. He was on the Oprah Winfrey show. She asked him in the 90s, when are you going to run for president? Why don't you run for president? When they already knew. Yeah. He'd been on the front cover of Time magazine numerous times with I don't know how many different women. He was world famous for that.
Yeah.
And now they're all surprised that he he's got this kind of misogynistic attitude to women.
Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous. But you put Jeffrey Epstein, who had his own private island, don't forget.
Wow. His
own private island where he used to have young girls trafficked to that island from all over the world.
Yeah. Wow.
And one of his best friends at one point in his life was Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Now he's got this passport. Crazy. Then the court case comes, and the other guy who he's doing business with during this investigation, he goes to jail. Jeffrey Epstein does not.
Oh, really?
Really. And he becomes friends with Ghislaine Maxwell.
Who is this guy? I don't know.
This is not a guy. This is a woman.
What's the name?
Ghislaine. It's the only woman I've ever known with that name, Ghislaine. Ghislaine Maxwell. Yeah. Do you remember Robert Maxwell?
Robert Maxwell, yeah. But you have to refresh my memory, yeah.
He was, as we say, quote unquote, English, British media mogul.
Yeah, okay.
But he was Jewish. He spoke several languages, and he was a billionaire, owning several newspapers and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was guilty of stealing money from all his clients and stealing money from his shareholders and investors and all that.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. And then he died in mysterious circumstances on his yacht in the Mediterranean Sea. And his yacht was called Lady Ghislaine.
Okay.
Because Ghislaine is his daughter.
Okay.
Right. Now, Robert Maxwell was given a state funeral by the Israeli government.
Yeah.
And they said, the Prime Minister of Israel said, nobody will ever know how much Robert Maxwell did for the state of Israel.
Okay. Well, he gave a clue with this.
Yeah. Well, maybe no one will never know. If I
Maybe
shut
after
my
this.
mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The Power Hour with John Lee.